I am doing this podcast.
No, episode 22.
Is it?
It's 22.
That's
dude,
funny.
Which is
what we have to talk about. We didn't even set it up like that.
No, not at all.
I am doing this podcast, I'll have you know, under duress. Under duress. UD.207 or 107 or whatever the fuck it is, federally or in Illinois. I am signing this podcast contract under duress because I do not believe in what...
You finally got what you wanted? Now you're under
Why
duress,
have you
dude?
been...
You got what you
Why
wanted?
have you been keeping it
Because I don't want to have to actually hear your voice.
Wow, dude. Look.
God.
Then get off my podcast.
This is my podcast, my house.
This is the peace. Get out of my stew, dude. I'm going to move my own stew. Nah, I built this.
Take my mods, take my computer,
take them all, dude, and the drum.
Lighting, dude,
taking my GoPro back,
dude,
my mic back.
Take my drum, bro.
No, I'm taking the drum, dude. You can't. Don't you even think about. That's just so disrespectful. I can't believe you just disrespect me like that in front of Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan, you better get his ass. You better get his ass, dude, in the comment section. Just being all types of disrespectful.
I'm mad disrespected Joe Morgan earlier.
No, you're disrespecting everybody, dude. You got no fucking rhyme or reason.
Completely no purpose either.
Just really. No purpose.
Joe Morgan will see it, though, because he watches all of the videos constantly.
That's just... I don't even know what I don't know what the fuck's gotten into this kid. It's like I can't even... I think it's the jealousy, honestly.
I had to watch the longest Say It With Your Chest occur in
It was the best Say It With Your Chest ever.
But I was forced to watch it.
You chose to watch it.
I was here, bro. I didn't even get to skip through the shit like everybody else does, you know?
I don't even think they skip through. I don't think they watch. If they do click it...
They really should watch
just click
this
off.
Next Say It With Your Chest, though. It's worth it.
It's okay.
We have a special guest appearance.
It was a special guest appearance, but
not only an appearance, more of a feature of a special guest.
I wouldn't take it that far.
I wouldn't take it that far because I don't know staple of the video.
A staple?
She was a main...
You're saying Office Max
She was one of the main characters, bro. She was of the two. Out of the
she
four, was your
my
opponent.
nemesis.
Your opponent.
My nemesis. My arch nemesis.
Yes, she was. The opposition.
She's an op, dude. She was an op on a block, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Who knows?
She was the ops, dude.
Damn. She always has been, though.
I know.
Cheyenne has always been the opposition, dude.
But we gave TT a little bit of a better chance, a fighting chance with the Say It With Your Chest.
And I totally came out victorious.
Yeah. We'll see. We aren't going to discuss the winner of such. Say It With
Everybody's a winner.
Yes.
When you watch Say It With Your Chest on the Shooting the Poop podcast.
Participation trophies for everybody.
Well, that's one of the
Nothing
things
physical. But
right.
Just unless certain people, he might want to get physical.
No. Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on the people. I mean, we're cool and shit, but we're not that cool.
The Forest Moms.
I don't even know if we're that cool. She might be a Fed, dude.
And you'll get physical in other ways.
Yeah.
It's...
Either way,
it's getting physical.
Yeah, I guess either way it's a good time. So... Fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Literally or not.
Yeah. Right. Either way. At the end of the day, as we always say, it's all fucked. Yes. That's bars, dude. That's in the stew impromptu bars right there on the mic.
Times that it has come up to just me and you on the live stream saying it's all fucked. We're fucked. It's fucked.
We're fucked. People didn't want to listen, though. People didn't want to listen to how fucked everything was, and now it's even more fucked. And
it just keeps getting more fucked, dude.
Yeah.
It's too fucked.
Too fucked, dude.
Too fucked, dude.
It's too fucked squared, dude, honestly, when you think about it, because everything...
You know what I'm going to do real quick?
What?
Let's make sure I move this off the stop recording button.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, because I think yes. This is the thing. He's the IT man on the Shooting the Poop podcast. And consulting... This is the other thing. I want to talk about this YouTube shit.
Remotely, your shit.
I wouldn't. I still had to put in the legwork.
You did.
I don't know.
But I gave you a step-by-step
And let me tell you this,
tutorial,
though, Mr. Technological fucking...
Yes.
You sent me the blurriest fucking... I could not... It was small. There was no pixels to it. I could barely fucking see what the fuck anything said. I couldn't read it. I understand what you sent, but that's not what I had received.
That's on your phone then, bro.
No, it's not on my phone. It's because you can't send videos through text that are not compressing.
You can, bro. Because, that comes out just fine, bro.
Okay, that's on your phone, which it was recorded on, which it is playing from the storage of. When you send that shit through the fucking ether, dude. I'm telling you, bro. It's not, though. That's how shit works. You have to send it on WhatsApp or fucking some other shit. Or like Dropbox it, or do it through the cloud. Or fucking
compress this shit
like
crazy.
Yes.
But either way, still visible.
It was blurry as fuck. I couldn't read what nothing said. I figured it out. It took me a couple times.
Next time that I have to do that, I'll send it to you through Instagram or some shit.
Something, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I appreciate you trying to be helpful, but be more helpful. You know
was I not successful?
No, I made it happen. But this is the thing. Explain what happened. Because I don't fucking even understand it myself.
For some reason, the two of us, as well as a few other people,
access to freedom, had the same conundrum.
When logging into YouTube on the app on our phones, as well as on my computer too, I had the same thing happen
at the same time.
Yeah, and we go to switch because we all have multiple channels, at least two, that we go through between. Like I've got my normal YouTube channel of tactical scales, and I've got the Shooting the Poop podcast, which I go to. And so
hardly ever,
and you change.
He never maintains the
comms. You just switch accounts. You press the account and it switches. Right. We went on there and it said some sort of error. Error occurred and then retry or something like that. But then you hit retry and nothing would fucking happen. Nothing would happen. Once. And so we ended up. I looked into it a little bit, looked online and everything. Saw other people having the same issues.
At the same time,
no, not at the same time. This is like years ago. But the same kind of thing happened, and no explanation as to why it happened or why it occurred or why it would have occurred to so many people at once.
How many people did it say it affected at one time?
I mean, it didn't say. It was like random people had this issue for no reason, apparently,
It's weird that,
that people, so many of us that we know of, at least...
That are in, the same vein...
Yeah. That are connected a little bit, you know, had the same problem.
In, a belief system or something, perhaps.
But all we had to do to fix it was clear the cache and data that's on the app.
But how, phones and if not, there was a YouTube video on, or whatever the fuck already, how would you ever know? What the fuck does it...
And that's kind of the next step in figuring out problems with apps anyways, with anything, is you delete history, delete your cookies or anything, delete your cache, all that kind of stuff.
But depending on the app... Depending on the information that it's saving, if you do delete certain things, it resets it. You could lose saved data, and so and that.
That's why I always back up your shit.
Right, but at the same time, not a lot of people do. Nope. We sit here and do the perfect exam.
I don't.
We literally fuck. You should, for sure.
Well, some shit I do, but a lot of shit
like what? You backing up the Shooting the Poop pod, dude? How come the Shooting the Poop pod doesn't have a fucking Utreon or an Odyssey or whatever?
Because you ain't set it up, dude.
How come I got to do all the legwork, dude? 51%?
I put the videos on YouTube, bro.
Put the videos on YouTube. I film the videos on YouTube.
Bro.
I am the videos on YouTube.
If you look at time of videos.
Time of videos we're spending.
I upload.
What? What do you upload?
I think...
You push a button, you walk away.
Dude.
I'm still doing it, dude. You're not doing it.
Doing it, dude.
That's the same as me doing it. You're not doing it. He's barely doing it. And then he edits it all wrong. And
but one thing I didn't realize is a lot of those other things, they auto-upload, right? It's like the Odyssey shit, it just backs it up immediately from YouTube.
Yeah. Which is nice. But I always wonder, though, if YouTube gets pulled, since the way that it was generated on, because it's just almost like an embedded code, right?
Yeah.
So if it no longer exists where it's playing from as a host, wouldn't that also go away? Unless it downloads it and saves it to their servers, but then at the same time does it, and then two, I feel like there would still be some kind of connection that would be interrupted if, because if that's
the only way to really test it is to, upload a video, delete it, and see if it's still on there. Right. And see what happens there.
But I think you would have to allow it to go public.
Yeah. But, we could easily make a video, hey, this is a test, ignore this, or watch it anyways.
Gets the most
views
out
run for
of
15 minutes, we get the
fucking...
most views ever, and then we get monetized off that video, and now we want to delete it.
Right, and then... right, because if you did delete it, I'm pretty sure it gets rid of all that forward
views, all those watch hours, all those subs gone. We deleted the video, but everybody would watch it.
I don't know if
the
subs wouldn't leave. No. You wouldn't have less subs. You would just simply not have the views or the watch time or the whatever.
Which would be fucked.
That would be fucked.
But people would do that just to spite us because we said we were going to delete it. And now we can't delete it.
Every time I say don't click, don't watch, don't whatever, people do it just to spite me. So, like, it's honestly, that's the strat. If you think about it, you have to just... Either way, you're watching and I don't care. You know?
Yes.
Enjoy.
It's, just how the world works, I guess.
Yeah. No, but honestly, I mean, at least we're trying to push a good message, I would argue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we want you to watch.
Good message.
Well, I'm always trying to push a good message. Maybe you yourself are a little nefarious from time to time.
Sometimes.
Probably.
Maybe. Potentially.
Probably, potentially. Most possibly.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, been known to be from time to time.
Nefarious.
I'm not, dude. I'm literally the most law-abiding citizen you can come across. I am.
The right laws, though.
That's what I'm saying, and those are the ones that you're supposed to obey.
Yep.
I am to the T.
The right and just
to
laws.
the T. To the T, a law-abiding cit. CIT, dude, right there. And that's all we can ever be. Have you ever seen the movie Law Abiding Citizen? What is it, Russell Crowe? Have you ever seen it? Well, you never fucking... This is the thing. How are we supposed to have a podcast and you've never watched a movie in your life, dude? This is pop culture ref, dude, which is a commonplace discussion in and on and around a podcast or podcast-adjacent activities.
Why are you trying to be some basic-ass podcast?
No, I'm not, but like... No, I'm not, but like, it helps bring up discussions of other things because of the reference through...
Nobody needs to discuss anything but us, bro. That's all that matters.
It's a little self-centered, dude.
That's what a podcast is really supposed to be.
It's like a bullseye.
That's what a podcast is.
And you know what a bullseye is? To a piece of poop? Something to be shot. Here on the Shooting the Poop podcast. Like, see, you have to learn the craft of the YouTubes, dude. You see how that's just effortlessly, dude. You had no idea where I was going. And I brought it right back.
Because it makes no sense.
It did, dude.
None at all.
It did.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Run it back.
I mean, I'm going
to. Yeah, there was like a
going to
triple, quadruple entendre, dude. I wish he would, dude. Put me out of my own misery so I don't got to do this shit tier podcast with this idiot anymore. Just kidding.
No, you're not.
Love you, bro.
It's facts.
No, it's not. I mean, it is a shit tier podcast because this is, again, the Shooting the Poop podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, share.
I don't think I could.
Comment down below. What? What?
You might get demonetized right off the bat.
We're not. I mean, I don't think we're ever getting monetized.
No,
I think we literally gained one sub, I think, in the last 3 weeks. And we're at 173 currently here on the Shooting the Poop podcast, where make sure to subscribe and tune in. But we're making it.
We're doing
Access
something.
to Freedom's got 500 something. He's going to be at 1,000 in like a month or two.
That motherfucker.
If he passes me, I'll quit. I'll fucking quit. Fuck that shit.
Watch him do it, though.
No. But it's such bullshit, dude, because this is the thing. And I'm not even hating. I love to see the homies rise, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and shout out to Access to Freedom. Go check him out. Fucking, I mean, he's a bigger channel than us. But, like, he's not a bigger channel than us, though, because Scales is still a huge part of the Terribly Tactical channel. Every Sunday night, 8:30 Central Standard Time. But the Access to Freedom. This is the thing, and it's the same thing I would argue even for here. Like, it's not necessarily on the list yet.
No.
Because and I'm pretty sure you could attest, I have several shorts on just the regular Terribly Tactical channel that compared to the other shorts that I see that get several thousands, 100,000s, even millions of views, like, they're at worst on par.
Yeah.
And so there's no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, there's no reason that it should only get 100 views, 89 views, 300 views, whatever. They should at least all be a couple thousand views, just like Access to Freedom gets. And we've gotten here on the Shooting the Poop podcast for just random bullshit. Random bullshit.
Yeah.
Something cool, something different, something
Stupid
from our
shit.
day, whatever it is.
Mostly just the stupidest shit.
Not even, dude. I mean, not even the Russian thing was funny. That was funny. That was
fucking stupid.
I thought it had the potential for being stupid to take off, but I'm rocking Solomons, cooking Solomons, dude, and that bitch took off. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what reason? Who the fuck is up here watching? Who even understands the reference? How many people are out there wearing Solomons, dude, which is the best active footwear you could buy, dude.
You should be wearing them.
But,
should
like,
get sponsored.
We should get sponsored, but we're not politically correct enough for Sol.
Yeah. Like, other than I'm wearing my sandals in the house. Right?
But the fucking... like just random shit. Yes. Like the DeLorean thing, that's cool.
Yeah.
The fuck, I understand the gun shit. The gun shit's cool. You know, but like just the random shit, dude.
Yep.
Just for no
random
reason.
Stupid shit.
No reason. We should have made it onto We might have even made it onto Hiccup with the fucking your Silverado getting stuck in your driveway.
Oh.
But you know, or my Colorado pretending
getting
to get stuck to
in
make
my yard, dude.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Those took off a little bit too.
That's what I'm
More
saying,
than I
dude.
thought.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So, and it's just weird. It's weird. YouTube works super weirdly. Like it's sometimes depend. They say that it doesn't depend on when you upload the video overall.
Yeah.
But I find that there are some sweet spots where at a certain time during the day and or afternoon, sometimes early morning, sometimes it's like mid to late afternoon, and then usually a little bit later at night after like 7 o'clock. Like, but anywhere in between that, it doesn't really pop usually. Like, but I don't know. And it's hard to miss it because, like, you can schedule videos, but then you can't have, like, preloaded comments and stuff. And, like, so if I'm linking to something, it doesn't allow that. And then I'm always going to forget to go back and do it after. And so I just keep them unlisted and post them real time. I have to go manually, unclick it, and be like, hey, this, and then I got to share it on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and whatever the fuck. And so, you know, it's a little bit more chaotic and hectic. And long term, if you're talking about something like a review, like a gun or a light or a knife or whatever, you know, there is more long-term potential. I still have videos that I've uploaded years and years ago that are still getting views and still monetized or monetizable or whatever, and they're still... I don't know if I got them or not. And they're still... Imagine the people... imagine the people that are not watching, but everybody was kung fu... But the fuck, but you know, I don't know. It's fucking, it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
it's always a whole thing.
It's always, without fail.
You know, but at least we're here.
The problem is nobody knows how the fuck that shit works.
Right. Like, would
you
have?
Say they think that?
Would you have even like the slightest clue or idea?
No, not at all.
If you had to guess. I mean, like, from what we know. Obviously, the algorithm can work for or against you depending on the type of content you're using. Or
they say
or
that doesn't make a difference either.
Well, it's bullshit, apparently.
Obviously. We all know that. But, like, really the only people that actually know how it works are the people that set it up.
Right, but it's all different people, though, because I feel like sometimes... Because almost every single thing I upload to YouTube gets instantly demonetized.
Yeah.
And then... I appeal every single one of them. Some of them come back, like, yeah, sorry, it's totally fine. Some of them come back that, hey, this is demonetized and it's going to stay demonetized. And then some of them come back just not coming back. Like, they just stay under review or pending forever, which still is the same, if not even worse, than demonetized. Yeah. And most of my videos overall, at least initially, which is when you get most of the revenue from, and it's not even again about the money, it's just the principle, because it's not just the money that it affects, because it's getting shared less, it's getting exposed less, it's not getting recommended as much.
Like, regardless, and I know it's not about the money necessarily. You're putting in time, effort, and work.
No, yeah, for sure, but it's
to get paid regardless. And
well, it's not even about, but not really though.
Bullshit.
Well, yes, it is, but like not really though, because again, I would truly and will be doing this, and have been doing this before when I wasn't making any money for several years, and then after I started getting money, then and not even getting money, but fucking not even making money, not even breaking even. But either way, you know, woe is me. I'm going to be doing it regardless because I enjoy it. I have fun. We're fucking chilling. We're hanging out. I meet a bunch of awesome people.
Shit, so
I don't understand. Like this is the problem. Is like he actually probably really feels that, and he's like saying it jokingly.
I'm not joking.
That's fucked up, dude.
It's I and you know this. I'm not a very public person.
Yeah,
I'm not one to speak publicly, to talk to big groups of people, or be outgoing in any way, shape, or form.
Tens of viewers.
Yeah, dude.
But this is helping you,
but potentially thousands.
Probably not on this channel.
There's been thousands that watch me fucking playing the Geet, dude. Like, it's happened. And, like, I'm not one to be doing that kind of shit.
But,
normally.
like, what's to say that you couldn't?
Like,
and now, actually, after
like, I'm primarily here, and the reason for me doing this is because you. Like, that's it. I'm just chilling with you. And that's what allows me to do it.
I appreciate that.
But, like, otherwise, like, I can't be the one like you are where I can just sit there in front of a fucking camera and speak to the tens of loyal viewers that we have.
But you could,
for hours. I can't do it. I can't.
Not
do
for
it.
hours, maybe, but you could
like,
make some vids. Dude.
I don't know how.
You could.
Dude.
What do you mean you don't know how, dude?
It's just not in my.
It's in your repertoire.
It's not, dude.
Yeah, it is,
it's
dude.
not.
100%. It wasn't in mine. It's still not in mine.
It's
still not in mine. I don't know how to fucking make a YouTube video. Are you kidding me?
But you do it.
I do it, but that's the thing. And you could too.
And I don't know how the fuck you do it.
I have no idea myself either.
The thing is, you just get on your rants constantly.
Mm-hmm.
You are entirely too good at getting on a rant.
I am very, very
on any topic.
Any top, dude.
Any possible
we
topic.
could just rant for days. And honestly, it's not even
like,
bullshit, though.
No,
it's not even bullshit. Like, it's
the
a...
stupidest shit. But, like, I don't have that.
But you don't need that, though. And if anything,
No.
me doing that is more of a detriment to the channel because people will tune out, lose fucking interest, whatever. Like, that's the thing. I just dropped the EDC vids, which if you're interested in that kind of content, go check it out. The on-body and then the off-body and shit. Yeah. And I titled it my best nut and fancy impression because they're fucking 30 and 40 some odd minutes long. Yeah. And, like, it's in jest, like, hey, you know, he makes long videos for no reason. But at the same time, that video would have been that same length regardless because I'm talking about each individual thing. And there is some stuff to be gleaned maybe. There's, you know, a couple fucking times you might chuckle, whatever. Like, it's legitimate content. It's not bullshit. 100%. But who the fuck is sitting there for 30 minutes watching my dumbass do a pocket dump? I appreciate that.
I don't know why the fuck
I appreciate that.
But
so it's because I'm so charismatic and captivating. But the fucking, you know... But yeah, I mean, it's
I'm just trying to see what the fuck you got on me.
I mean, you know what the fuck.
You got better shit than, you know.
What?
I gotta up my game.
What, dude? You got a fucking Sabenz. I ain't got a fucking Sabenz. I do got the Microtex, bro. I got some Microtex you ain't never even seen, and maybe more on the way, dude. Fucking Blade, Blade Show just happened. I gotta connect.
Fuck Microtex.
We'll see. Well, I feel that with everything that happened, but at the same time,
firing one of their longest lived employees because he had a problem with them making shit in China.
Yeah, I know it's fucked.
Yeah?
I know it's fucked.
It's completely fucked.
I know it's fucked. But at the same time, and this is the thing, this is that Chris Webby song about being hypocrites and shit. Yeah. This is the thing. Because it's the same shit about Smith & Wesson.
Yeah.
With the fucking 94 Clinton shit.
Yeah.
And the crime bill and the Hillary hole and all that shit. I still got Smith & Wessons, love Smith & Wessons, recommend and sell Smith & Wessons all the time because I think they're the best double-action revolver on the market. Colts, I got a bunch of old Colts. Even before the times that they were being fucking shitty to the civilian market and this, that, and the other thing, selling their soul to the government, but I still got them. After they did that, they literally came out and were like, yo, like, we're just going to focus on them. And they say it was just and I believe it, honestly, because, like, they've been through the ringer, dude. Yeah. They've been out of business or on the verge of being out of business damn near since the 70s. Yeah. So, you know, I understand that because you can't even supply the civilian market. We still can't. CZ owns them now. We still don't have Colts on the shelf. So, I mean, we got a couple Pythons here and there or whatever.
But, like, the thing with Microtex,
they're all blems.
And the reason... One of the biggest reasons that the China
that
shit got to me with that is Tony Marfione at Blade Show.
Yeah.
Months before announcing the SOCOM Bravo, wherever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's called.
He literally was on video making fun of a dude for carrying a Chinese-made knife. Criticizing a dude for carrying a Chinese-made knife, talking about, the kids in China need to eat too, apparently. You know, and all that bullshit. You give him shit. And then he goes with his company and produces a Chinese-made knife. Yeah.
But you know what it's about?
Money.
Exactly. So...
Because fuck, character and what you stand for and your beliefs. Well, it's all about the money.
We're not like that.
No.
But you can't expect other people
to
be
like that.
But
I'm just on here for the money.
Right.
As
See,
you already
that really does bother me.
What bothers me is there's no money. That's the problem.
That's fucked up, dude.
Bro,
That's fucked up.
You saw my computer fund over here, okay? I'm trying
Listen,
to build.
I got the same looking fund, but
Okay.
it's for guns and shit.
$64 and some change to build this PC. Like,
Listen, dude. You got to come up with some better content if you want to start making the muns. I thought we were just having a good time. I didn't know you had nefarious fucking tendencies and shit.
$64 and some change.
That sounds like a personal problem. You know how that's a personal problem?
What?
Because yo ass fucking apparently
In the ring scale.
apparently you fuck with rattlesnakes, but not condoms. And but that's a blessing though. She is a blessing, and that's probably the best thing that ever happened to you, other than me.
Expensive
But
after a while.
but the
Using too many of them and shit.
Yeah, right. He's fucking doing finger puppet balloons and shit.
Dude,
He's doing little fucking dogs
You gotta
and
do
shit.
the dogs, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
little elephant ears.
You gotta protect the
You
cucumbers,
put the
dude, so they
little
don't bruise in
unicorn
the
fucking
fridge.
thing on the fucking. Like, what are you doing, dude? You know,
Hang 'em out
it's
the
his
window in the
birthday all
car
of a
watching.
sudden. Yeah,
Put them on mufflers and
it's
shit.
the most
on
use he's
exhaust
ever got.
pipes, dude.
Yeah, dude, you don't have a vehicle worthy of putting that on the exhaust pipe.
No, you just do that at the Walmart parking lot.
That's fucked up. Just fucking with people,
No, they
dude.
just fucking expand.
I'd run your ass over.
I mean, you'd only do it to our buddies, but still.
I'm sure. Nefarious kids, dude.
Well, I would only do it to my buddies. I wouldn't say anything for
Guilty
the
by
buddies that did it,
association, dude.
But
Guilty, still within the statute of
I beat the shit out of my
limitation.
buddy the one time because he threw a fucking thing of firecrackers off a bridge over 355. Beat the shit out of that motherfucker.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
So we should have that guy. We should see if that guy wants to go fishing with us.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, dude. We need to go fishing, dude.
Well, I understand and
We
agree
need
with
to.
that. I still don't even have my lice, dude.
Neither do I.
I'm like the
I
lucky
might
kid at
have
SKU
lice,
in
though,
third grade.
but-
But the like, went so totally different directions with that. The duality of man,
Oh, man.
you know, war and peace or whatever the fuck. But it sounds so much better with the fucking volume. I'm pissed, dude. Now you're pissing me off for real because the fucking.
The thing is with the volume turned down is more close to the actual recording volume.
But not really though. And even if
And
it
so,
is,
like right now it is turned up compared to when we play this video back later. It's going to be much quieter
I
until I have to
understand
adjust
that.
the gain.
I understand that, but me
So
hearing myself in the headphones as loud as it is now helps me not get too loud because I'm already hearing it loud enough. So, yeah, just disrespectful. Lied to me about the volume shit on the fucking OBS or whatever the fuck this is. The Streamlabs. What the fuck is
it's
this?
just OBS.
Whatever the
It's
fuck.
like the Streamlabs shit is a different
Lied to
form
me
of
about
OBS.
that. Fucking only in it for the money. Fucking that's fucked.
Yeah.
Fucking you're
I never
off the podcast.
I never claimed to be a good person.
God, that's true.
I've never done
Very
so.
true.
I've always been open and honest about being a complete
I
and
really
utter asshole.
Dude, it's over, dude. This is the
Cool.
last podcast, dude.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, have fun making
I
them
get to
muns.
sleep next to it. Tuesday.
Ha! Tuesday, you gotta fucking be up till fucking 12 o'clock noon anyway,
Bro, I was
dude.
up till fucking 5:14 in the morning the last time.
That's your own fault.
Trying to fucking get this shit
It's
uploaded.
his own fault.
How? That was somebody else's fault, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, technically, it's still your own fault. So either way, you know.
You want to call it back?
Listen, I don't. This is disturbing news to me. I don't even know where to go right now. This is a curveball I didn't see coming, dude. And fucking, I can't just fucking. Dude, that's fucked, man.
Can't believe you're just gonna leave the Shooting the Poop podcast.
Oh,
viewers
now
like
it's
that, bro.
my fault
It's-
because
you're
your
the one
ass
saying
is in
it's
it
the
for
last
the wrong.
one, bro.
You're in
I
it
mean,
for the
I'm
wrong
just-
reason.
I'm still in it,
The only
though.
reason, no,
You
you're
gave
not.
up,
The only
dude. You
reason you're
quit
in
on
it
us.
is for the
You
money,
quit on
and
us,
you're
bro.
only using me
You
for the
quit on
money.
us,
That's it.
guys.
You don't
That's
genuinely
the fucked up part.
enjoy this podcast.
I don't. I
You see
hate
it as a
I
nuisance.
despise it.
You see it as a
It's horrible.
fucking. I see it, and I don't know. Like, after everything I've given you, as just a human being, and just helped you grow and become who you are today, which I believe is a much better man than you once were, and you still have a lot to go, of course. And then now, just to turn your back on not only me, but the Shooting the Poop podcast.
Bro, you said it was over, dude.
You're the one who
quit.
you made that decision for me, dude.
Dude, I didn't make no
You
decisions.
made it, dude. You made it.
I am who I am, bro.
No, dude.
If you can't handle it, dude.
Just a piece of poop, dude.
It just
Perfect
is what
podcast
it is, bro.
for you to be
A
on.
piece of shit, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of shit, no, I do have to go piss. So pause this podcast that we're not going to continue doing because
Yeah, this is it.
Can't believe-
Peace, guys.
we're
going to start this back up.
No, we're not.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah, we're back.
No, we're not.
We are.
I'm not signing the NDA for this, dude.
You don't have to, dude. There should be no expectation of privacy in my home, dude.
In your home, this is my studio that I own
This is my
51%
studio,
of.
You own none of it, dude.
Why you got a stew if you hate YouTube so much?
Dude.
Why you got a better
YouTube,
stew
bro.
than I got? If you hate
That's the real
YouTube
reason
not
you're
so
mad,
much,
bro.
No, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't even need the stew. Imagine if I did have the stew, bro.
Dude.
Grantham better look the fuck out.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying. I can't believe I was out there and it was a long piss. It was a long piss, dude. And like, I was just contemplating. I was gonna walk off the podcast, dude. I was gonna be the first person to walk off the Shit and Poop podcast. It's my own fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Because apparently, which you're a parent now, so apparently, see how we work that into the crowd where I could get up on stage and work the crowd and not have a single fucking bit and make it happen, dude. Price of admission, which clearly, it's all fucking Tactical Scales is about, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You just want the money, 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 money,
Fuck yeah.
money.
Fuck yeah.
What are you gonna do with all that money that you care so much about? Selfish things,
Yeah, dude.
of course.
You got a mani-pedi or something, dude?
Yeah, dude. Probably would. Little self-care day. Get a fucking... His happy ending massage is just like actually getting the knot out of his back for once.
Oh.
Although I don't know how, because I've never seen him and manual labor in the same work environment. And then on top of that, he sure as fuck ain't carrying the team here. So I don't know. You know, apparently, I'm just saying. I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, you know.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
Just like in the grand
Never
scheme.
done nothing, you know.
No, well, apparently
No,
not
do.
for any Righteous Rees.
I mean,
Righteous Rees, like, share, comment, subscribe. It's R-rated, apparently, because you can't go see it because your ass don't want to participate in what is right, dude? What is right? You just
what is wrong, dude?
money, dude. It's the root of all evils, dude. And it's corrupted you, dude, and you ain't even got it yet. Imagine if you did have it. Imagine if the Shooting the Poop podcast blows up overnight. Millions of dollars in sponsorships, brand deals, ambassador influence.
Channel.
Probably even not, because
A hell of a lot more content.
your heart's not in it, dude.
A hell of a lot more content.
Your heart's not in the right place, dude. And that's disappointing, dude, because I raised you better than that. So the fucking... That's fucked, man. That really is fucked. I'm taken aback, dude.
Was the first episode we not say it's all about the money?
I thought it
We're
was
shilling
jokes.
like crazy, dude.
I thought it was
Dude,
jokes.
you're the one trying to get that Genshin Impact money, dude. What you
Listen,
talking about?
I was gonna
Jokes,
fucking
dude.
do
Trying
it
to
for
shill off
you,
some months,
dude. I was gonna do it for you, dude. Trying to do it for the podcast, dude. And plus, honestly, I just wanted to see if it worked and make sure that we didn't get hacked on the Terribly Tactical channel.
Yeah.
What, dude? What? That's a viable... You gotta protect the fucking assets, dude.
Yeah, just risk my computer and shit.
Fuck your computer. I would have bought you a new computer, dude.
You just ain't bought yourself a new computer, dude?
I got guns to buy.
Like 2 years.
I got guns to buy. It hasn't been 2 years, dude.
It's been 2 years,
No.
dude. Yeah.
Not 2 years since I've been saying I need to buy a new computer. It's
Yes,
been...
dude.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Only because my
That
computer...
compute that I gave you was supposed to be for that weekend.
No.
So you could have the
You
next
ne-
week
you
to buy
never-
a new computer.
you never
That was the
stipulated-
original plan.
You never stipulated...
That was the original plan for that
I don't think
compute.
it was. I don't
Yes,
remember it.
was.
I
Yes,
can't
it was.
recall. I don't
Like,
recall.
I can't get to the store tomorrow,
Like
though, because
Amber
I
Heard. Good
got
thing this
work
is
and
the
shit
Shooting
all
the
day
Poop podcast.
tomorrow, and then the next day, and then we got the
You're
live stream
saying
that night.
Are
and,
you
like,
trying to
it's-
accuse me of commandeering your computer?
Oh, no, I gave it to you 100%. Like, it's yours. I don't want it back. I never did. But, like... The plan was you'd have something for that live stream.
Right, but then your compute tended to work out good enough for me to do. Plus, it's apparently beer proof. So
It's not.
I don't think they're making them
not.
like that anymore.
Your headphone jack on that bitch is fucked.
No, it works all right.
Mad
I
fucked.
listen it back and it sounds fine. Sounds fine. There's nothing exactly.
Oh, man. No. You do need a new compute, though.
I definitely need a new computer, dude. I need definitely a newfangled computing device, dude. 100%.
That way we could play Tarkov, bro.
You can't even play Tarkov, dude.
I might be able to play Tarkov, dude. The specs are supposed to be in line, dude.
Explain to the people the
work out,
specs
dude.
for any of the computer nerds out there watching.
What do you mean, like, explain it? Like, the specs that I got are the specs that are necessary.
What are the well, both.
So, like, because from what I was seeing, right, I actually might still have it pulled up. Here, let's see. I do. So, we can actually show y'all here.
Can you run it this summer?
Alright. So got it pulled up here, and I did run this through with my system stuff to make sure.
What is your system stuff?
Well, with my RAM, my CPU that I'm running, my graphics card that I'm running on my laptop, and it's supposed to make sense. Free advertisement for Disney over here.
Illuminati
and
confirmed,
Lowe's.
dude. Illuminati confirmed.
All of these. Fuck all y'all.
Stop seeing ads, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to see all
seeing
your
them,
ads.
But if we ever get monetized, make sure you watch ours, because apparently Scales only cares about the money. So.
But you're talking a 2.4 gigahertz processor minimum requirements, right? Whereas mine's generally running about 3.2 gigahertz with the AMD Ryzen 5 5200.
I feel like he's just making shit up at this point.
Something like that. But 6 gigabyte RAM, I upgraded mine from the 8 that I originally had to 32, so I got that covered. DX11 compatible graphics card with 1 gigabyte memory. I have a 4 gig graphics card, which is a Radeon something or another, I forget, but it is above what is necessary. All this other stuff, yes. Disk space 8 gigabytes, not a problem. Video RAM, VRAM 1 gigabyte. I got that covered. Recommended requirements: 3.2 gigahertz processor, which is what mine runs at. 8 gigabytes RAM. Again, I have 32. 2 gigabyte graphics card. I have 4. And yeah, so
And
I should
else
be
is
set.
So let's go, dude. Let's fucking tarp right now,
I just
dude.
gotta buy the shit, download it.
Let's buy it, dude. I bet the download takes forever though.
Probably.
If it's anything like fucking Call of Duty, dude.
Probably.
And
it's
even
saying
more.
it only needs 8 gigabytes of disk space. So like, if it's only an 8 gigabyte game, that shouldn't be too bad.
There's no way.
I don't see how.
There's no way.
But like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Mabes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? I have no. You would know better than I. But
I don't know. It's weird. Cause that is a big ass game with a lot of shit.
yeah.
Like,
Or at least you would think so.
Like, I was even looking at like all this shit, just the items that you get.
There's like over 3,000, 5,000 items, fucking something or other.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Like, even just the items if you buy the packs, like,
Yeah.
that in itself is already a long ass list there.
Yeah.
That's just with your basic pack, the shit that you get.
Right. What is it, $40?
Yeah, $40 for the basic pack, but biggest thing is
$45, dude.
45, yeah.
Staring down the barrel of
But
45.
that's your standard buy. But the thing is you get the stash size. It's the
Right.
biggest thing that ties to that. Like, yeah, you get more shit with the more expensive shit, but it's shit that you can get anyways in the game, right?
Well, everything is something you get in the game. You
Yeah.
never have to pay to play, which is one thing that I like about it, because you could get the standard basic shit, see if you even like it,
Yeah.
and then you could always upgrade later, and
Yeah.
all you do is pay the difference. And then on top of that, like, you really could either A, get lucky, or B, get good at the game, and
Yeah.
you don't need to buy the extra shit anyway. It just does give you a boost off the start, but again, the most important thing is the extra storage space.
Or you all the way up to
Which is very
$140
similar
for the maximum amount of storage.
Right, which is very similar, though, to a common problem that happens in real life. We got all these guns, all this ammo, all this fucking equipment,
How
and
you gonna
fucking
carry it all
gear,
with
and
you?
not even that. How are you going to have it stored in a place somewhere anyway? In a house, in a off-site location, in a bunker,
Right,
in a
like
vehicle, in a whatever. Like, you only have so much space to work with. How do you minimize or maximize that space? That's what the entire game is about, and the entire game is extremely realistic, not only in the stuff that you're allowed to carry on your character, the way you're able to carry it, and then how it actually fucking works in real life. And it's the most realistic first-person shooter game I've ever fucking come across in my life, and it's super fucking sick. And I will be buying a computer, getting set up, playing Tarkov with Scales, streaming, doing whatever, and just for funsies. But like, it's super, like, and this is still all of this, as expansive as it is and constantly being added to, like, every few months, it's still just in beta. Could you imagine the final version game of Escape from Tarkov, dude?
Like, that'd be nuts.
That is nuts.
It's
nuts
already
right
nuts, but and you can get that Beretta, dude.
Yeah, dude. Well, you get both. I think you get the SIG 226 and a couple Berettas or something.
I think.
What does it say, dude?
What it was saying was either or.
You don't get to pick.
You get
maybe
a chosen faction.
Yeah, so the USEC you probably get the Beretta, and the
Yeah.
Bears you get the SIG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Bears are the Russians, but the SIG is Germany. Or
like you get the MP5 or a PP19.
Yeah.
You know.
MP5 Master Race, of course. But
M9 or MP443.
Yeah.
M4A1 or AK-74.
I love a good AK-74. I will say that.
That's which side?
I mean,
you
could get both.
Yeah, you can.
Both. I would say USEC is probably the best one because you get all the better weaponry.
Yeah.
Because just like in real life, it's going to be easier to modify an AR than it is an AK, and you have to literally you can find in raid. You go on these raids, and then you're supposed to escape. And you go in there and you scavenge for anything you can find and whatever. But you could find like an aim point or an EOTech or whatever, but you can't put it on your gun unless you have the right mount for it. So not only do you have to have the dot, you have to have the mount. They're thinking about even having to have batteries, because in the game you got weapon lights, you got night vision, you got whatever, and they just as of now last forever.
Yeah.
But they're thinking about adding to where you have to swap out batteries. The batteries are only good for so much usage. The game is literally so involved and so intense and so realistic.
They got real ass shit too.
Everything is the real name. It's the real model. It's the real caliber.
Comtact 2 headset.
Yeah.
You have fucking everything is what it is.
And so it's cool if you're a gun person to begin with,
and
because
you get a can of beef stew. Because you also need to eat and drink too.
Yeah, you have to eat and drink.
Is...
You can only carry so much weight. You can't just run around as a juggernaut and run the same speed as everyone else. And in fact, if you're too heavy with your pack and all your shit, you actually can hurt yourself. If you jump off of a fucking Call of Duty, you could just jump off a building for the most part and be fine.
Yeah.
In this shit, you're breaking an ankle, you're getting a sprain. You have to tend to that. It's legitimately, of course, it's got to be somewhat, over exaggerated.
Yeah.
As far as
you're not
being
just gonna slap on a first aid kit in real life and you're fine.
But still, these first aid, you actually have to wrap a bandage, you have to plug a wound, you have to staple shit shut, and it takes time. It's not just I ran over a med pack and I'm healed.
No.
So, what I think is a benefit to that, not only just for being cool and realistic and relatable to, because we're all into this stuff in real life, is that it's still a good reminder and even a potential good training aid, because you're sitting there and it's ingraining it into your mind. Oh shit. I took some damage, I gotta fix myself, or hey, there's a lull in the fight, I need to be reloading or topping. You literally have to top off mags, because you can only carry, depending on your fucking shit, you can only carry mags, if you got a fucking SKS and you're running around, you just have loose rounds in the pocket, and you literally have to put them in there one by one. And you could have malfunctions. You have to clear malfunctions, and it's the most realistic thing, and it's a very good scenario. And two, the idea of inventory management and space management and setting up a gun for a specific purpose, because it's realistic, dude. And when you have a helmet on, it blocks your vision. When you're looking through night vision, it blocks your vision. It doesn't just turn the screen green. So it gives you a more in-depth look at what you would realistically be doing in real life, and it's a good constant reminder that, hey, there's a lot that goes into this. And so while, yes, you're just sitting there having fun playing a video game, zoning out, whatever the fuck, I think there is still a lot to be learned and gleaned from there as far as knowledge and information, and just the overall idea of it all. I think it helps people grasp better, because in the game you can only put so much shit in your backpack.
Yeah.
Same thing in real life. You can't take it all. What is most important? What do you need? And it makes you start thinking that way, and I think that's a good reminder and a benefit for anybody. So that's where I'm at with that, and it just looks super sick. I don't know if you've watched any the footage of
I haven't watched much. I mean, of course I've seen videos here and there of people playing it, but I haven't sat down and watched hours of Tarkov videos.
Dude, once you start though, it's very addictive, dude. Especially if you find somebody who's good at it, that not only just good at the game, because then you could learn from it, but is also entertaining, we would be. whether we're good at the game or not.
Probably not.
At least at first, you know.
Yeah.
It's a pretty intense game though too, because it's again,
That's
you
one of
can't
the things.
just
Is, like,
bullet sponge
when
shit.
I
You
do
can't.
start with games, like I usually get into it.
Yeah, me
Like,
too.
it's like
I haven't even started the game, and I could already.
like I'm still playing Call of Duty Mobile, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. It's getting even all the ads I see for the Call of Duty mobs. It looks like it's fucking that weird Halo mixed space jumpy shit with all these weird different costumes and all the weird futuristic guns.
They
That's not
they
why.
all have all the weird skins and shit like that. They have the skins on the guns and everything. They look weird, but they still function the same. It's not like you got laser guns and shit like that.
Yeah, but still, dude. I get it,
yeah.
but like it looks like Fortnite, and
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that. That's not Call of Duty, bro. You know,
Yeah.
so, but it's still, that is very impressive to me. And they used to have PUBG Mobile. That's a whole ass Call of Duty. Nobody plays the fucking campaign,
Now
or if they do, it's one
Apex
time.
Mobile or something.
Yeah,
like
dude,
that.
and it's crazy, dude, because like that shit
fucking-
legit. I've played it. I used to play it.
Game.
I used to play it, but it is legitimately a full ass game. I mean, I'm sure it takes up a good amount of mem and whatever.
It does,
and it might slow down your phone.
especially with all the fucking updates they've had
Yeah.
since you were playing that shit.
Yeah.
'Cause I've been playing that shit since it came out. You know.
Yeah.
But
I feel like playing it on a tablet perhaps might be more of the strat.
well, you can hook up like an Xbox controller to this shit.
Really?
Yeah, you can.
Can you cast it then to the TV or a monitor?
I'm not sure on that.
Because then why would you ever have to buy Call of Duty again? You know?
I don't know.
They're cucking themselves
Yeah.
at that point. So you probably can't, but maybe I'm sure somebody knows how.
Maybe at one point I had the little fucking controller shit that had like the external buttons that press shit.
Hey. Hey now, you're a rock star.
I think she wants to jump on camera, maybe.
Dude, I think she guest appearance by little 7-pound, potentially something else, baby Charlotte, dude.
Hell, she might even be an 8.
She might even be an 8-pounder, dude. Might even be an 8-pounder.
Personal best catch right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
going
for
fishing
real.
earlier.
For real, dude. We still got to figure that out.
PB,
We still got to
We
figure
do.
that out, dude.
but got a little baby Charlotte.
Little tiny something pound,
just
something
farted.
ounce. Baby Charlotte, dude. You
He
sure
just
that
farted
wasn't
on
just
me.
you and you're trying to cover it up?
Well, it was her.
That's what I would have said too. Blame it on the baby, dude.
It is. It's all.
She doesn't. We got to get her a little tiny headset too.
We do. We go grab those pink ones. The Ear Pro.
Yeah. But that doesn't count though.
No, no.
Probably work out better for her. Though.
Yeah. Probably.
she,
It's better for her mind.
dude, she does not like that light, dude.
No, she doesn't.
She hates it, dude. You got to get her a little sun vise, like the old lady ones when they're playing pokes.
Yeah.
The little, it's clear and green.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to get her one of
Yeah,
those, dude. And then stick like a Ace of Spades in it or something.
Yeah.
Give her a cigarette. But the fucking
Candy cigarettes.
smells like patchouli. But the fucking, yeah, dude. The Tarkov is gonna be sick, dude. And I have to. I still got some other things I got to square away real quick. But it's coming soon, because that's the thing. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I still have to do some more research.
Yeah.
You've told me what to buy. Kevin's told me what to buy. There's so many different options, and the problem with technology is I buy it and tomorrow it's old, and like I
But
hate that.
the thing
dude.
is,
I
even
hate that.
if you buy the right shit, it will still be
it's upgradable
good-
or whatever, but
good
only to a
enough for
point.
the future,
Only to a
you
point.
know,
How many
for a
years, dude?
decent
Because
amount of time.
the way technology
You're-
advances
you're not-
it's rapidly.
You're not going to buy a computer that'll last you the rest of your life.
No, of course I'm
That
not
ain't gonna
looking to it,
happen,
and
you
I
know?
understand that. But
Like,
like
it doesn't exist.
2
Fuck.
years even is a stretch.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I could buy a gun, as long as I buy the right gun, literally last forever.
Yeah.
For all intents and or purpose. And a car, same thing even. You know, obviously maintenance is required and whatever, but like
You have to slap some shit out here and there. but-
pocket knives,
Yeah.
axes,
Benza,
fucking
you know,
whatever.
That'll last forever.
You know, I mean, just any number of things that are far more permanent.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
you would think
theoretically, you also have to look at it this way, right? So your computer may potentially work forever. It'll work, it'll function.
but
for
not
a
if it's
long
not
period of
supported.
time.
Not if it's not supported.
And it'll still work for whatever the fuck it works for before.
Not
But will it work
necessarily,
for new
because
shit?
listen, they're cutting. They got 5G now, and if we have 5G, the government's got at least 10G.
Yeah.
So, but they're not supporting 3G phones anymore. Everybody had to get an upgraded phone to 4G.
Yeah.
Hank Williams had to do it. Dan the Man had to do it. And so that's the thing. They're to an extent, it will no longer be supported. Same thing. You can't hop onto a fucking PlayStation 2 online server for most games.
No.
So
you can still play fucking whatever the fuck you got, just not online.
Maybe.
You know,
because by that time the fucking equipment is outdated and worn and been used and probably prone to break, and then once it does break, there's no replacement parts.
People are still playing Nintendo 64s.
Of course, but I'm just saying in the grand scheme, it's not a how would you put it, maintainable thing, long term, and I get that. And maybe one day technology will get to the point where it is that way, but then again, probably not, because then they're going to stop making money, and it's all about money. Yep. So. But it just, which is awful, dude. I hate it, dude. I know you got a child to support, but please, dude.
She's expensive.
Stop shilling, dude.
She's expensive, bro.
God, you got no morals, dude.
She eats a lot. She takes diapers.
So every time you came to iGold, it was just for the clout bucks?
No, that's a different story.
No, it's not.
Yes.
What are we doing here?
What do you mean, what are we doing here, dude?
What are we doing? I'm not in this for the money,
bro.
dude.
I am. Entirely.
Can't have a conversation then, I don't think. It's fucked. I'm pissed.
Dude.
I'm legitimately pissed, dude.
I am who I am, bro.
You're not, though. You're not, because I legitimately think somewhere deep down you're a halfway decent person when you try to be, which is not often because you're lazy.
Here, so let's put it this way, right? If it weren't for the idea of potentially making money in the future, I probably would not have a YouTube channel.
But you don't have a YouTube channel.
I would not be on YouTube doing this channel even with you.
That's fucked up, though.
I'd be on the live streams. I'd still be talking to people. I'd still be believing the same way I do. That's not different.
That's kind of fucked up still, though.
It's just...
You just don't want to play your part? Contribute anything?
I mean...
Because the live streams are all well and good, but it's not really wholeheartedly your own contribution.
No, it's not.
You know?
No.
It's only one day a week, dude. Like, this is your own... And you can't tell me you haven't gotten into it, dude. Over here posting some content, filming stuff, and fucking... Dude. I mean, I'm just saying... And again, I'm not trying to... And it's never been me ever once trying to force it upon you. I just wanted to bring you with me. And if I could provide opportunity along the way, I'm all for it. Same thing with any of these people, dude. That's why I try and share everybody's shit. That's why I try and repost everybody's shit. I try and interact on everybody's shit. Because I want to see people succeed, but at the same time...
What is the success in that? Where are you bringing me?
What
just
do you mean?
Having my voice heard, or is it the idea of getting to a monetized point of the channel and making money and making our lives better? The capabilities of us spreading our words, our voice, our message.
Well, the thing is, this is the thing, though.
Yes, takes that success and money.
Yes and no, and I would still be at least trying to spread my voice, which I did for several years before getting monetized, and then was monetized, got demonetized, still did it. And will continue to do it with or without monetization. And regardless, I mean, yes, I've had a lot of great opportunities. I've gotten a lot of stuff for free, in for T&E to review and do videos on, and I'm very appreciative and thankful for all that, because that is awesome, and it provides content, which content could in the future potentially make money from. And then on top of that, it's saving money from me having to buy this stuff, because it's typically stuff I'd be buying regardless, or maybe not the exact thing I would have bought, but something that could have took its place. And so it's definitely beneficial, and I guess it comes with the territory, but it's never why I started doing this, and it's not why I will continue to do this, and it's not why, it's definitely nice, and it helps out a ton. And even by doing that stuff and getting stuff in for review and whatever, it's still doing a service to the community, because you're still telling them, hey, this is good or this is not, if you're honest, which I am and always will be. But but even that though, that's still kind of shallow. Like, again, for me, it's 2A all day, no matter what. And that's why, and I'll get on here and talk about it till the end of the time. But yeah, no, I get it, and the
only thing I'd say to that is,
I just feel like
it's not about the money. You're not trying to make the money that demonetize your channel.
The money definitely helps.
Entirely, exactly. It's a part of the whole thing.
Right, but also a part of being demonetized too. Just like when you're demonetized, by being monetized, it is more likely to be shown. It is more likely to be mainstream. It is more likely to be recommended, because they're making money off of it too. They're always making money off of it.
So look at it this way, right? All these big channels, fucking Brandon Herrera, fucking Demo Ranch and everything, all these people have massive amounts of viewers that aren't using that necessarily, especially in the case of Demolition Ranch, to actually spread their message or anything like that. Right?
Demolition Ranch.
But how much money goes into that shit? How much money does he make that he puts back into his videos, into bringing in those viewers?
I'll tell you this.
Yes.
It doesn't, like, there's the initial buy-in, of course,
Yeah.
of the range and the targets and the this and the property, which he already had.
Yeah.
I'm sure got 99% all that shit for free regardless. All the shoot steel or whatever the fuck. You know, he got a bunker for free. He's getting guns left, right, center. So it really doesn't cost him nothing. He started by loading weird shit into a 12-gauge shotgun, which didn't cost him nothing but his time, really.
And blowing up many shotguns.
They're cheap shotguns. $100, $200. I get it. No, I get it. I'm not disregarding
still,
that.
like,
I'm not disregarding that.
That's the thing that was like, and he grew. The more his channel grew, the more money he got. The more his channel grew, the more money he got. The more free shit he got, the more his channel grew.
Right.
How many? He got millions of subs on his fucking vlog channel that ain't even a vlog channel.
But
because
that's
he bought a mansion.
Yes, because he's making that much money.
That alone,
it's the same principle
millions
as
of viewers.
It's the same principle as
That's
why
it.
John Willis bought the Porsche and posted the Porsche, and then all the haters. It's the same thing.
And how do you do that if you're not making money?
Listen, you don't necessarily have to be making money if people are giving the shit to you for free.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then on top of that, it's.
But again, I'd still equate that to getting money because it's still.
Yeah, it has a value
payment
to it
in some way, shape, or form that has value, right? It is something you are being given for the service.
Payment in some aspect, I suppose.
It is something you are being given for the service you are providing.
I don't even think, in a lot of cases, that is what it is, because if you're providing a service and you're testing something and it breaks, it's no longer operational, so it's a net zero other than the content you've been able to produce, which has the potential, not guaranteed ever, to earn you a couple bucks or whatever it is, or maybe more favor. It could hurt you. I've put out a lot of fucking videos that are negative against companies or products or whatever and have lost connections with them. Palmetto has sent me a few guns, and I shit talk them all the time because they deserve it, in my opinion. So, but that's what it is. You're not getting that with those kinds of people, but then also at the same time, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because nobody fucking cares. They're gonna buy it regardless because it's the cool thing or whatever, or it's the cheap thing, or or their best favorite YouTuber said so. But that's the problem with it, because those big dudes need to exist because it helps get people from outside of the sphere contemplating it to an extent. But a lot of the times, from what I see, what I understand, is they get there and they don't move. They don't move further inward.
That's I started watching Demolition Ranch.
I know, because you're easily amused.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm open. Just like everything else I've said tonight, I'm honest. At the least, I'm being honest. Correct?
I don't know.
But I started off watching Demolition Ranch and Iraq veteran 88, 88, 88, 88. All that shit. That was back when Barry was still on there.
Shout out to Barry. R.I.P. to Barry.
Yeah. But, that's where I started with.
I feel like the channel was better with Barry.
Yeah. And now I still watch Demo Ranch and Brandon Herrera and all the other douchebags you don't enjoy watching.
Listen,
I watch Brandon Herrera's videos.
But that's different.
And now you're watching fucking Flannel Daddy over here and shit.
Listen,
religiously, and fucking T-Rex Arms, bro.
T-Rex Arms is a legitimate info source.
If anybody would have asked you about T-Rex Arms 2 years ago,
listen, I had some bad information. I was going off of I forget what the fuck, Devil Dolphin or something, his fucking name is on YouTube. I was watching, he's a smaller channel, but he does a lot of HK shit, and he does fucking, a bunch of different stuff, and supposedly he's served, or is still currently serving, and doing whatever. He's got a lot of cool guns, and he runs his guns hard, and he does train and different stuff, and he got on there. He does these rant videos and shit too, but I don't know, he was coming at Lucas super hard, and then I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, that kind of makes it, because I was never really a full-time, my douchebag that I was all about, with the fucking, was Travis Haley. I was like, Travis Haley's the fuck, but then he came out with the fucking, what are those plastic fucking lights, the Insight fucking plastic housing fucking lights, dude, the weapon lights, fuck that.
Yeah.
I've seen them come cracked out of the box. I'd never, no. And Streamlight has some, and even Surefire, I think, has some plastic housing weapon lights. And, of course, a G2X, use that on a rifle of any caliber or a shotgun, and they work perfectly fine. Yeah. But it was just subpar bullshit. and Travis Haley. Exactly, that's how I felt. But Travis Haley was putting his name on it and his little fucking dragonfly shit. I was like, dude, everything I believe is just wrong. You know? But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's the weird dichotomy of it all and the fucking yin and yang of the situation is because, like, where is the fine line? But, like, my whole thing is I'm never, like, you have to be well-versed enough and informed enough and knowledgeable enough to know the difference. And only then can you properly consume the bullshit content and understand, like, what it's for.
Yeah.
Because if you're just sitting there, if you never get past Shillcuck 45 videos and fucking demo ranch shit, you're not a 2A guy. You might be a gun guy or whatever, but you're not a real Second Amendment dude. You're not really about it. You don't understand the full purpose because they've never talked about it. They've never even mentioned it off the cuff. They've never once encouraged you to fight for it, stand up for it, exercise it wholeheartedly. Not even close. I mean, it's cool. Go shoot in your backyard. Fun.
Demo Ranch said a couple things here and there. Very
so is fucking
random,
Hickok, I suppose, but still, let's not fall on our swords over bump stocks. Let's not. Yeah. And look at the bump stocks. What did the bump stocks go to? Over a false flag to
Actually, I think
with.
that was one of the first times Demo Ranch said anything political. It was over the bump stocks.
What did he even say?
I forget exactly because it's been a while now, but he was anti-bump stock ban at some point. But then he said something. Oh, I'm not going to get it on this channel. And there's some bullshit. Which kind of a cop-out for not saying anything, but also saying something.
Well,
which is more than what he's ever done. So
yeah, but at the same time, it's saying something to be like I said something, not that you actually said anything.
It's a cop-out.
Well, right, but still.
Oh my goodness!
Little something pound, something ounce, baby Charlotte does not like the Demo Ranch, dude. She knows, dude. She knows it's all bull.
That's the beard.
It's all bull heckery, dude.
Oh my goodness. Let go of the beard. Let go of the beard. Stop. You can't eat the beard.
Adorbs, dude. Absolutely adorbs.
You might be a little too hot in here for is the problem.
Well, turn the freaking thing on.
Turn what on?
The freaking thing, dude. You ain't got the thing?
I got no things, dude. Turn balls in here.
I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it's definitely a little hume.
Yeah.
Look at him. Feel like a cigar. You know?
Yeah, I don't think she's enjoying it. She keeps getting warmer and warmer.
Apparently you're not enjoying it either.
No, it's horrible.
God, I don't even know. I quit, dude. I quit the podcast.
Cool.
Quit the Terribly Tactical channel.
But still, make sure you watch the Stay With Your Chest coming Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it ends. That's how it all ends, dude. God, now I gotta keep going out of spite, dude.
That one.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so, dude. Honestly, I don't think I actually. Again, it's all a facade. But even then, I really. Maybe we're just saying that. Maybe it could be.
Maybe Cheyenne didn't even.
Maybe I didn't exactly. Maybe I didn't even play against Cheyenne, and I won against you.
Maybe you lost against Charlotte.
That's probably also within the realm of possibility.
It definitely is.
Such a little cutie patoots, dude. She's throwing up gang signs right now. What's going on, dude? She's freaking repping the set, dude.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll meet you at the crib, but like means it literally because she's a baby. You know?
I'm gonna have to pick her back up.
Little tiny podcast. Are these monetizable baby screams?
Maybe, dude.
Is that what that is?
Maybe.
Is that what you're trying to do, like
This is
little monetizable baby screams, dude?
Yeah, bro.
She's pissed.
Dude, so last episode of Shootingthepooppodcast, episode 22. Dude.
Last episode, the
We
Deuce
didn't
Deuce
get
and the
into
Bubble
yet
Goose,
why
dude.
that was a convenient episode number.
No, they don't need it doesn't matter now.
Dude, it's just shit.
Doesn't matter now. No, it has.
You don't even get to know, dude.
I mean, it's gonna be like the last episode of The Sopranos. It just fades to black, and then nothing ever more, and nobody knows what the fuck actually happened.
Yeah.
Did Tony die? We'll never know. Probably. Maybe not. Maybe.
I don't even know who Tony is, dude.
Oh, I hate you so much. I don't know why I ever signed up for this to begin with. This is like the worst, you know?
Yeah, I know.
understand.
The people can tell, dude. Yeah. The people can tell. There's just instant lack. No, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'll quit. Cool. I quit. Cool. It's over. Cool. It's done with.
All right.
This is fucked up. Taking the freaking baby and the dogs, and I'm leaving.
How you gonna take my baby, dude?
Cuz, dude.
And my dogs. You can still have Opal if you want.
It's fine. I'll take her. She's a pain in the ass, but I'll take her. I'd at least raise her right. Which I thought I did you, but apparently not. Apparently not. Which is messed up. Very messed up. Don't be checking the time on the podcast that I just quit as if you got somewhere to be.
Dude.
What?
Bed.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, man.
See you later.
You don't even want to talk about the one topic we actually
had. The one topic we didn't have. We had several topics that we touched on, and apparently some more that need some more discussion over here.
We had 0 planned tops.
I'm going to talk to you about this off camera.
We had 1 planned top. We're not even going to discuss it.
I had a planned top. You don't even contribute. It makes sense that you don't give a shit about the podcast because you don't even fucking plan tops, dude. But it is episode 22. Yeah. And I did recently just pick up an S.T.P.P.
We were going to talk about it, bro.
Shirt. Now I'm doing it out of spite.
Oh, yeah?
Now I'm going to do it out of spite, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you sit here for another hour and a half just out of spite so I can talk about the S.T.P.P, which is also known as the Colt Jr. Yeah. S.T.P.P is who made the gun originally, and then Colt had outsourced production of the Colt Jr. to S.T.P.P. I just recently picked one of these up, and it's an awesome little all-steel, super tiny. Once upon a time was the tiniest semi-automatic pistol you could actually buy, and maybe even still to this day. Not in production anymore. They're from like the 50s, 60s. Yeah. Again, Colt, it's the same exact identical gun. Parts completely swapped between the two of them. And, you could make a Astra Colt or a Coltra or a Ass Holt or an Ass Colt or whatever the fuck you want to do. But yeah, same exact gun. Awesome, beautiful gun. Goodness. Mine has been 100% reliable. I only got like 50, 60 rounds through it so far, but it's accurate. All the parts work well. Beautiful gun. Got it for $100, dude, plus tax, and that's just crazy to me. I mean, it was a little beat up. I had to clean it up, and it's functioned flawlessly, and it's just a super cool little gun because it's old school, it's classy, it's literally within my lifetime it'll be 100 years old, and it still works. I'm assuming like the day it was bought, and under all that rust that I cleaned off, it wasn't that bad, and hopefully I can keep it from rusting again or whatever, But beautiful blue, old school, tiny. It's super, like it's confidence inspiring in the hand, even for how diminutive the size of the gun is, because it nestles perfectly, and it's got a nice single action trigger, and just a slick little piece, dude. And they're super cool, and there's history to it, and I'm ecstatic to have it. And since it's the 22nd podcast, episode 22. Yeah. We are referencing the S.T.P.P in 22. Yes. 22 short, though, which velocities are like 850, 900, but out of a rifle, we probably will get 5, 6 something at best out of that small short barrel.
This one with a longer
now, barrel. Is this specific? This is just 22 short in general, or this is out of a Cub?
I don't know if it says what.
Rapid fire pistol competition. It also uses many revolvers and self-defense weapons. Primarily recognized its main function in today's market, such as fairs, arcades. Yeah, I mean 22 short, like we were talking about earlier. Used to be used in gallery guns, little pump action rifles that you would shoot to win a prize at a carnival or whatever. And then they went to BB guns, then they went to squirt guns, and now you probably don't have any guns. Yeah. You just have to sit around and complain the most, and then somebody gives you something for free. I think that's how that works.
I was at the carnival this past weekend. They had some BB guns set up.
The full auto ones?
Yeah.
With like the air and shit?
Yeah.
Those are cool. Those are cool. But yeah, 17 Aguila, 9mm Largos, a 6.8 Remington, other cartridges, similar widths. What?
I don't know.
How is 454 Casull and 10mm auto a similar width to a 22 short?
I don't know.
Explain that to me.
I have no clue.
I think this is false advertisement,
Maybe.
dude. This is propaganda being pushed.
Gundata.org, dude.
It sounds like they're not organized or know anything about gun data, dude. I don't think they have any. They're just making it up.
Come on. There's also a list of funny pro-gun sayings on the side of it that I could choose from.
Yeah, dude.
We were also talking about trying to swap out.
Well, go back, show them a Colt. So click through the pics real quick. Couple pics. Get both sides of it. So this, well, you can't see it. I wish I could. But the little lever, yeah, point to it with the mouse. So that is your safety. That flips up to this notch. And that's your safety. That's how you put it on safe. And then to disassemble it, you pull the slide back and lock it into the other notch. And then you twist the barrel left, twist the barrel right, and then it comes out, or opposite of that, but it's something to that effect. But super cool, super cool. But this is the I.S.R.A Cub again. It's the same exact identical gun. It was the first gun. Colt contracted them to make the same gun, just stamped Colt, and called it the Colt Junior instead of the I.S.R.A Cub. They made them in 22 short as well as 25 ACP. And this is the Colt you're looking at now. Again, identical gun, made in Spain by I.S.R.A. Different grips, different roll marks on the slide. Same exact everything. Parts are completely interchangeable. We were looking earlier on Numeric to see what parts were available, and it does seem to be well enough supported between the original I.S.R.A parts and then the Colt parts as well. And so, but there's also 3D printing file opportunities to make one at home. Always live as constitutionally as you feel comfortable. And, everygunpart.org or .net or whatever. I got old 45s in that same box where it looks like fake wood. Yeah. And it's a bigger box, and there's styrofoam and shit like that, and it says Union Made on the side of it. But those are old. Those are the old boxes. I got a pair of nickel-plated mother grabbers in those boxes. But yeah, it's a sick little piece. It's a sick little piece, and they go for a decent amount of money for what it is, and especially for what it cost at the time. Like it wasn't ever like a Saturday night special per se, and especially not in quality. But it was a small, really tiny
gun.
Yeah, no, it really is. So. No, it honestly is. But yeah, you can get grips and mags, original or aftermarket, different stuff. But you could also get barrels. And you can get slides and slide components. You could build one at home pretty much, especially if you're printing the frame, which I do believe there are files out currently, and if not, there should be. But I do believe there's either a file for this or a file for like a Beretta, one of the Beretta 950s or something, if not both. But yeah, you can get the barrel. But then I was like, yo, wouldn't this be the coolest thing to freaking have a threaded barrel for? Of course, if you lived in a free state.
Yes.
Which Illinois is not in the least bit. But a 22 short, super tiny gun, potentially the tiniest semi-automatic pistol you can own, because it's the tiniest one that's ever been made. This is the tiniest one ever made. She is the tiniest little pistol ever made. Dude, she's acting like one. Look, she didn't like me. Look, I cried back, and she was like, hey, I don't like that either.
She's mad about it. She's all mad about it.
See?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Maybe she's just aggressively pooping right now.
Maybe.
She could be, dude.
Maybe.
Does she smell like poops?
A little bit.
It's just his upper lip.
She doesn't been farting, though.
Are you mad I'm outing yet, everybody?
Yeah.
I'm here farting like that?
Yeah, I did. I wonder if the mic will pick it up.
Maybe.
The Q2U best mic under $100 can pick up baby farts from half a room away.
Apparently so.
Did we have the threaded barrel or the longer barrel pulled up
no,
we could reference?
Because we're dropped.
Unnecessarily so. So you can get, actually in freaking Canada, of all places, that's Canada for people that don't know any better, but they can't have a gun with the, they can't have this gun or these guns with the, I mean, they can't really have guns at all, right? Yeah. And they can't have handguns anymore or whatever the fuck. But there was this Canadian YouTuber dude, I forget his name, but I watched a few of his videos. He was actually really informative, and put on a really good presentation.
Go change your diaper.
Yeah, go change that diaper because I think she's pooped.
Yep.
She's pooped, dude. Kind of like Scales, dude. He's sick and tired of being sick and tired here on the Shooting the Poop podcast. But yeah, so and you can get, like, they have to, by law, have to have longer barrels to make it like a target pistol. It can't be something concealable, or it can't be something, you know, that's made for defense. It's got to have a target sporting purpose or whatever. So they actually make these longer barrels that A, you're getting more velocity on, and then B, you could yourself, if you have the tooling and know how to do so, or you know, pay the gunsmith to turn that down, thread it 1/2x28 or whatever, and then be able to suppress it. Now, I don't know exactly how, you know, that works ballistically, if the gun would cycle properly. From my understanding, it's a completely real steel gun, slide and frame, and so there's some heft to that. It's blowback, and a 22 short, you know, obviously you're gonna have a little bit of back pressure from the can. You could run a real short can and it'd still be probably pretty quiet, especially since a 22 short, you know, it's out of a shorter barrel, so it's not, you know, movie quiet or anything. Just normally, I mean, it sounds more than like a BB gun or something, or maybe like a little firecracker, but it still sounds like a gun. It's still a cartridge, 22 short, believe it or not. I mean, it is definitely still lethal, even out of a little Colt Jr. or Astra Cub. For sure, you know, shot placement is always key no matter what, and I would never stand in front of one if I had anything to say about it, but obviously it's not optimal for self-defense, but it would be super freaking cool because this thing literally is super tiny, just like they have for the Beretta 21As, the Bobcats, flip-up barrels. They got the covert models now. Before, you could replace the barrel or have it threaded or whatever, and they make those little detachable keychain silencers, suppressors that you could unscrew off your keychain, screw onto your gun. Now you got a little short cannon. It actually works because it's only a 22. For a 22 short, you could probably get even a shorter can, still work even potentially more effectively, and you're probably going to lose some velocity, some accuracy, whatever, but just to play around with. If you're in a free state, and you can come across an Astra Cub or a Colt Jr., and then somehow source an aftermarket barrel, a longer barrel, or a factory barrel, and then weld or fabricate an adapter or whatever, and have it threaded, have it turned down, figure it out. I saw one guy on YouTube we were watching earlier had a factory barrel turned down to be able to fit an adapter like you see on a lot of, you know, modern 22s, like the Glock 44 does it, the Smith & Wesson MP 22C. It's a tinier threaded barrel, and then with the adapter on that gives you 1/2x28. So I'm sure you could just copy the pitch pattern and get it done like that. You know, a competent gunsmith should be more than capable of doing so. And I just think that would be the coolest little classiest yeeter discreeter that you ever did see. And it's cool. I would like to see, you know, with that gun, what the drop is. Are we getting drop at 20 yards, 25 yards? Are we getting drop at 30, 40, 50? How effective actually is that projectile out of that short barrel? I'm sure there's some videos out on the net already, but I will produce more myself and contribute what I think about the matter in the future. Do somewhat of maybe a simulated meat target test like Paul Harrell. Shout out Paul Harrell. If you're not watching Paul Harrell, you should, because there's a lot of good information to be gleaned from that. And he's just funny, even not meaning to be. But yeah, just it's super cool. Cool little different stuff. And that's the thing. Owning guns, I own guns for life and liberty. Primarily, no matter what, across the board. Self-defense of myself, my family, my loved ones, my friends, my coworkers, random innocent civilians, which I am a civilian myself. Innocent, per usual, until proven guilty. But, you know, just regular, everyday people. You know, if I can help, I would like to help. And that's the mindset I think you should have, because we're better together kind of thing. Maybe not. Who knows at this point, with everybody being crazy and just believing all the propagandized bullshit, especially so easily. But either way, all we got is each other type of thing when it comes down to it, and it's us versus them in the grand scheme, if this is going to be totally tyrannical. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and maybe a little Astra Cub or a Colt Jr. with a yeeter discreeter on it comes in handy. I don't know. But it would be cool. It's different. It's fun. especially if you live in a free state and you're able to do shit like that. Now, of course, you could always do it, living as constitutionally as you feel comfortable. And free men and or women, because there's only two genders, don't ask permission. But that's up to you. And you know, there's risk and accountability, I suppose. But to bullshit man-made laws that are unconstitutional, and therefore it's your civic duty to disobey to begin with. So either way, you know, I digress. I have a tendency to do so. But just cool stuff. There's doesn't always, what I was getting to is you don't always have to own guns for a specific purpose. You could own a gun just because it's fun, just because it's cool, just because it's in your favorite video game, your favorite movie. You know, you grew up seeing it in the magazines or on TV, or it's what your favorite, you know, whoever, you know, carried or used. Or it's cool just to see the different technology, the different build quality, the different, you know, way that things operate. Like the way that an Astra Cub and a Colt Jr. operate as far as the takedown and the function, and it's being a very simplistic gun and extremely reliable, at least in my case, and I'm sure a lot of other people will tell you the same. It's awesome for how simple, and then on top of it, well made it is. So I don't know, I'm digging it. I'm happy, especially for the $100 that I paid. It leaves me money to because we were talking about too, I don't know, and if anybody knows, please leave it in the comment section below. Are the frames the same? Are the frames between the 22 and the 25 ACP, are the frames the same, where I could get 25 ACP mags, a 25 ACP complete slide, and just swap it? Is that a potentiality? Because that's cool. I'll spend a couple, $200-$300 to make that happen, because then that's like a whole new other gun, you know. And I just think it's cool. And this is just a mere sampling, and this can be said and done for a wide variety, if not almost every gun out there. And again, you could always make stuff from scratch in your home, such as 3D printed cannons and whatever the like. So there's just a lot of cool stuff that you can do. There's a lot of cool stuff you can collect. There's a lot of cool stuff that I mean, this still has a purpose. This still has a viable self-defense purpose. It might be for somebody who's older and more frail and noise and recoil sensitive. A gun is still a gun, and it's the Indian, not the arrow, and you can make it work with what you got, even if this is the only thing you own and it's been passed down from, you know, a generation or two, and you got one box of ammo and, you know, whatever, and you keep it in the freaking under the pillow. Like, that's a gun. That gives you opportunities. Being armed gives you options. You don't have to comply with tyrannical bullshit, and tyrannical bullshit could be an absolutely crazy, power-hungry, propaganda-pushing, encouraging you to ride the FEMA camp cars all the way to the camps, government, or it could just be your local neighborhood cat burglar that's in there to rob you of your things that you worked hard for, maybe things that have irreplaceable sentimental value, your life, you know, your whatever. There's no comparison to, but then all the while too, it could be just something cool and collectible that gives you enjoyment just from owning it, or being able to mess with it or shoot it or whatever. And everything has a purpose, even if that purpose is just because it's cool and nothing fancy, you know, whatever about nothing fancy. But that's the second kind of cool, dude. He's always said that's the one thing I always respected, because I always agreed with it, is, you know, second kind of cool is, you don't have to have a reason. It doesn't have to be a go-to-war gun. It doesn't have to be a carry gun, a nightstand gun, a competition gun, or whatever. It could be the most impractical, unreliable, ugliest, weirdest, proprietariest, in the most not normal caliber ever. But just because it jumps your bones, just because you get your rocks off to it, just because it's cool, it's different, it's in your favorite movie or whatever, like, it's just cool. Yeah. That's a perfectly valid and justifiable reason. And I get all the people that are like, oh, I'm only going to own 5.56, I'm only going to own 9mm, I'm only going to own 12 gauge. And most people don't even buy shotguns anymore, that are like in the mindset of life and liberty. Yeah. It's a pistol and a rifle and maybe a backup to each, or at least spare parts, and then, you know, whatever. But I feel like people are overlooking a lot of, that's limiting yourself. Like, yes, it might be easier to prep and stockpile for and outfit the things to work together the best, with an AR-15 and a fucking Glock 19.
So can you imagine if you just had a handgun and a rifle, what the fuck kind of rifle you would have right now? You know? Like,
I don't think even the technology, it would be like a space phaser.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they make rifes for that much month. But the fucking, I'm sure they do though. A fucking Holland and Holland shotgun is $40,000, $50,000. But yeah, I just like and there's a lot to be said for that. You get one really good gun, one really good rifle, one really good handgun, maybe a backup for each or whatever, or at least spare parts, and then ammo, light, red dot, gear, chest rigs, whatever, backpack, all that, and all for that. But if you already have all that shit, which is what I took care of first. Made sure I had all that shit before I started buying weird Wildcat caliber shit or different, maybe more proprietary. It doesn't take Glock mags, so of course, you're not necessarily going to leave the house with it, practically speaking. At the end of this all, perhaps, who knows? Beretta mags are pretty common. 1911 mags are common enough, and it's what you're bringing to the fight. You could bring as much as you need, I suppose, but you got to be able to carry it, take it with you. It's a logistical matter, but. I don't know, dude. Now 5.7 is an officially NATO cartridge, so that's almost like carrying 22 Magnum as far as the weight of the ammo, and it's very light ammo, and you could have a lot of it. So I don't know. It's just rambling, but just don't be
That's
afraid.
exactly what we need to buy.
Right.
Change the baby.
Right. But don't be afraid to buy guns just because they're cool. No, not everything has to have a purpose. But of course, if you're not squared away, and I think you have to, in the least bit, have a good pistol, good rifle, good shotgun. You kill anything that walks, crawls, or flies in North America.
Don't only own weird, cool guns.
Yeah. But even at that, though, I can't even say that because if that's all the guns they want to own, God bless them, and they're still usable. Yeah. Even if the ammo's hard to find, as long as they function.
That's still not something I would recommend, though.
No, of course, but at the same time, recommendations are boring because, it might work for everybody, but there's no individuality to that. Yes, I've got several Glock pistols. I've got several AR-15s. I got several. It's the worst.
That,
I guess, but I could also rely on other things, maybe even more, and they will outperform said things quite drastically in a lot of cases, but it's just the practicality of it. Yeah. Am I going to find G36 parts on the side of the road? Probably not. But there's going to be a Glock 19 magazine and a fucking AR-15 magazine and a fucking buttstock. And so,
or a whole ass AR-15.
Right.
Whole ass Glock 19, 17.
Right.
Whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck the 40 cal variants
But it's just not fun to me like that. Yeah. And again, there's a lot of things, and it's situation dictates the tactics. Because maybe that piston-driven, utterly reliable, extremely accurate SL8 does come in handy when you're on a rooftop or you're on the other side of a.
You need more parts,
Right.
Who knows?
So, but that's the thing, because then if God forbid it ever does, which it probably shouldn't because it's an H&K. Yeah. But where are you gonna get them? What do you have as a backup? But one could also argue that it doesn't really matter because you'll just be able to battlefield pick up anything. Yeah. If you make it off the battlefield. Yeah. So,
or to a certain point.
And then if you don't really need that shit anyway. Yep. So, it's always about the dude in the flip-flops with the Mosin and the Punisher t-shirt that eats your ass from 700 yards with a lucky shot. Mike. Yeah. Or maybe it's a precisely aimed shot and he's just been practicing. Be wary of the man with
Mike
one gun. He probably knows how to use it.
SKS, wearing that fucking denim jacket with the tiger on the back.
He doesn't even own an SKS, which is how uncultured he is.
Exactly, but he'd find one.
Right.
Just to finish the look. That's what he'd run.
I feel like he's more of a high point 995 kind of guy. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Mike.
I feel like the SKS would be more fitting to that outfit, though.
I don't know.
That's exactly what I would expect from a dude wearing a full Canadian tuxedo with a tiger spray painted on the back of it.
I feel like that's more of an 80s vibe. And it would be more of like a Mini 14, perhaps. Like a Ruger Mini 14. Or maybe even... I don't know, dude.
He'd be rocking the M1 paratrooper, dude. That's what he's running.
No, that's too much gun for him.
The fucking 30 carbine?
Yeah, not in caliber, but in class and culture. I don't think... so
30 carbine's too much for him, dude.
Yeah, you never know. He's got a butterfly bandana.
That's true. It's true.
But yeah.
His wrist should be strong enough then, dude.
You would think.
A lot of action.
You would think, yeah, he's fucking... he's skiing at the Alps. But the fucking... But, I don't know. It's just... what is your perspective on that? Like, is it... Of course, you have to have your bases covered first.
Yeah. But... Honestly, it depends on your whole reasoning for owning firearms, right? Because not everybody even just owns firearms for life and liberty purposes. Some people literally just, all they want to do is collect CNR rifles.
Right.
They just want to collect
military history.
Collect the cool, weird
or they're
shit
just
that
hunting,
nobody has anymore.
Or they're just
you know,
competition
it
shooting.
all depends.
Or they're just having fun on the range.
You know, not everybody thinks the same way we do. So,
but people should, though, because that's
they
why they
100%
even
they
have
should.
the opportunity to own those things for other reasons.
Exactly.
So,
and they 100% should.
Right.
But
you can't force it, and I respect their opinion not to
to
believe in it,
Yeah.
and still partake in a right that they don't even believe in.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, there's no, you can't, when it comes down to it, there's no, it's either all or nothing.
Yeah.
So, how do you? And
of course, we both try to argue towards that point, you know, that you need to be ready in case this does happen. But either way,
I feel like
I don't see myself talking my grandpa into getting a plate carrier, a full fucking AR-15 rig loaded out and shit. I'm not going to convince him.
And I'm of the idea
he'll stand at that front door with a fucking double barrel 12 gauge.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna pick up a little fucking AR, no AK, no nothing like that, you know? He's just not about it.
Right. But at the same time, again, I'd rather have Jerry Michalek with a revolver than half the fucking Joe Blows I see on the range with whatever they got.
Yeah.
So, you know, it all depends. India, not the arrow, and your equipment might be subpar.
Yeah.
But if you know how to use it, especially better. I mean, we're seeing fucking tactical SWAT teams afraid of one supposed whatever the fuck it is with a rifle that probably realistically, unless it's a federal agent like I'm sure it was, doesn't know how to use it at least as effectively as somebody who, you know. So, and of course, it's all sketchy, fishy shit, and it doesn't make sense, and it's definitely false flag bullshit. Yeah. So don't believe in that nonsense that they're pushing. Not for a second, but still, even at that, dude, even if it was Jerry Michalek out there running a 3-gun course, and they got 30 dudes, just firepower superiority, you know, alone or whatever. So it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. But you can have, even if you got 10 dudes with a Mosin, like you used to be able to arm for $1,000, you used to be able to get 10 dudes armed with a Mosin, and then another $500, everybody would have ammo easily, especially for a bolt gun. That's 10 shots at once.
Yeah.
You know, that's a shot every second. That's a shot every less than that. You know, it could be three shot volleys. 1, 2, 3. They're reloading the next three. You know, so or 2 or whatever. So, but that's still depending on how it's done. Subpar equipment. Subpar ammo, subpar whatever.
Enough training, enough experience,
but
you can get it done.
And even with minimal training, even with a basic understanding, because that's all the fucking Russians had that they were sending out into combat, and they didn't. Not everybody even got a gun.
Yeah.
The one dude carried the gun, the other dude carried the ammo. When the first dude dies, fucking now you got ammo for the gun. So, but that's really how it is, and that's how it may or may not be one of these days. And you have to think about that and prepare yourself. But if you can set yourself up for success and be better prepared and have better equipment.
To the point where the dude walking by you with ammo also has a gun.
Right. And he's on your team. You know, primarily.
Yeah,
but,
hopefully.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. And that's, again, back to the point of a lot of people don't even think about it that far. No. They're not even into it that deep. But I bet you when the shit does pop off, and it's not even if at this point, I wish it really was, but it just very much so seems like it's when the shit does pop off, they're going to be happy that they had that gun. No matter what reason they bought it for in the first place, they're going to use it for a specific reason, and they're going to be really happy they got it. Maybe not all of them. Maybe some of them will fucking keep it locked away in the safe or under the bed or in the closet, or it's always unloaded or whatever the fuck. But some of them people, that's an opportunity. That's an opportunity not to be infringed upon. That's an opportunity not to be raped, robbed, pillaged, murdered, watch their family have the same thing done to them. Like that is the great equalizer. You know, God made man, Samuel Colt made him equal. And that's what it is. That's what it's always been. And that's what it's always going to come down to. And that's why the Second Amendment is the most important right that you have. And without that, none of your other rights exist. And even without that, none of your rights exist anyway. Unless anything could be written down on paper. You can inherently, inalienably have these rights as we do. and not even just Americans, every living, breathing human being, and even to an extent some animals, it could be argued. I guess all animals, whatever. I'm not on the hippie shit, but just fucking living.
We are animals, bro.
I don't believe that. I'm not a monkey. But I just, overall, that's the only thing that keeps us free. That's the only reason why America is the guns.
Yep.
And if you don't have the guns, you don't even have the option to fight back.
Nope.
And nobody's expecting anybody to do anything or whatever. It's just do something for yourself.
Yep.
Have that option. Your house might burn down. You got a fire extinguisher. If that doesn't work, you got insurance. The Second Amendment is the insurance of liberty, of life, of just mere existence without infringement. And the sooner people realize that, which I can't for one fucking idea or one fucking second manage to think that people don't understand that. Like, they're rewriting the history books every day, so I guess it doesn't matter. But if we could leave you with anything on possibly the last Shooting the Poop podcast episode ever. No, you're going to have to tune in next week to see if we're there or not. I don't know.
Tune in next episode.
Could be.
It's not going to be there.
It could.
We
could
should
or
time it for a half
could.
hour.
Right.
Everybody actually
It's just
thinks
a
we
blank. The room is empty, but it's still recorded. Finally gets monetized.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You get all the views now that neither of us are here.
Right. That's
We
really
just put
what.
Charlotte in front of the camera.
Right.
That's it.
But yeah. Do something for the Second Amendment, because the Second Amendment does everything for you. And I respect you not having, like, a love or an appreciation for the Second Amendment, if you don't. But understand that all the other rights and freedoms that you enjoy, that you exercise, that you utilize, because they're beneficial to you, are protected by that one right. By other people that are willing to use that right for just and righteous means. And that's what it's all about. And they're trying to erase that concept. They want complete and total control, and they want you to think that you don't have a say in it. Stop allowing that to be your truth, the truth. If you accept that, there's no going back. There's no going back, and you're giving it up for yourself and for everyone else. And there's certain people that just won't do. So do something. But anyway, catch us next time, maybe on the Shooting the Poop podcast, same time ish.
Next time.
There might not be. Probably after. Honestly, I'm just completely disheartened after this episode.
I ruined it for him.
He did.
I'm not even gonna be on the live stream anymore.
Good. You're not welcome.
I'm uninvited.
You're not welcome, dude.
Yeah.
You're banned.
I know.
You're unmoderated.
Yep.
But either way, we still love you. I still
my
love you.
match.
I'm not in this for the money. Unlike the selfish scales, it's not even tactical scales. It's selfish scales. You're part of the SS. It's starting to make sense, dude.
Shit.
It's starting to make sense.
Dude.
You fucking goddamn fascist son of a dick. But we'll catch you next time, maybe. I guess. Who knows?
Potential
Let the
episode
suspense
23.
build. Maybe.
Potential episode 23.
Mabes. No
This is
guarantees at
episode
this
22.
point. I'm honestly, my stomach is upset, dude.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe on this video.
Right.
You can be the last
leave me
like,
supportive-
share, comment, and subscribe on this
Leave
channel.
me supportive comments in the comment section below so I can keep going and investing. I'll take over the channel. It's already I already own it. It's 51%, so I'll just keep going by myself.
Yeah.
Live chats and podcasts. Double the workload, even though it basically is anyway. You don't do shit.
Yeah, no,
So-
not at all.
Doesn't do
I don't know why
shit.
you had me in
Expects
the
all
first
the.
place, you know?
Well, I was trying to build you.
It's just-
I don't want to build you up. I don't want to take. I don't know how it goes, but I tried to do what was best. He didn't want to listen. It hurts me.